he's not seeing Jalen. Y'all, this man got y'all thinking that he's raised my son, that he... The phone going in and out. Is the phone going in and out, y'all?
I don't know. Who's this going in and out?
I think it's Tracy's.
Yes, this is the one he owes child support for. This is Tracy, the baby mother. Hey, China.
Hey, y'all. Hey. Yeah, Tracy, because he was trying to tell me a while ago, like, because of your smoking or whatever, that's why your son came up, you know, with autism. Well, how does that sound? Does that make sense?
No.
Does that make sense?
I love China.
I smoke cigarettes and I drink beer.
I love China.
But how would I make my son autistic? That's not even possible. Like, my whole pregnancy.
Thank you for the shares, y'all.
Like, for him to say that is actually disgusting because you know that that's not true. So I'm like, don't think it came from his family because they all on a little short bus. And the thing is, y'all, I've never said anything about this man. I never talked about him with everything he's done said about me. I haven't said anything about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got mad because I started commenting, like, yeah, like at this point, you're sitting up here ranting and raving, like you want me to sit back and be quiet, and he's mad because he didn't think I would get up here and say anything. Okay, well, now since I've been so quiet, I'm going to be very loud. So I'm like, all this stuff he's talking about, and like irrelevant stuff that don't even make any sense. Like, he's delusional.
Yeah, he really is. Like, and for him to say me and Tracy never got along, that we were gonna fight, me and Tracy always got along. We always been cordial with each other.
I've never had.
Why did y'all break up, Tracy?
I was 17, 18 when I met Tori. Like 17, 18 years old. I said he won't always the way that he is now. I said because at one point he was very good to me. I said, but when I started to see how he was moving when it came to my son, that's when I said, like, no. I know I didn't want to be with him forever. I didn't want to be with you. So I gave you back your little ring that you passed to me. And like he told me.
Make sure y'all share live, y'all.
Yeah, I slept with the damn boy. Yeah, I slept with him. I wasn't going to sleep with you.
Do he have a mandingo?
I'm not talking about that man penis. I don't even remember what kind of penis that man got.
That he just says that all the time.
I don't remember what kind of penis that man got. Like I said, people want to attach my name to him. I have not dealt with him since I was 18 years old. I have not had no relationship with him at all. Like, I was 17, graduating high school.
Not. It was a shrimp. He does not have a mandingo. I will answer it. No, he does not.
I don't remember a mandingo. I remember a turtleneck. Hell, we probably slept together about 3 damn times. That's it.
Thank you. That comes
so what are you saying? Like, stop.
That's it.
Right. MiMi, do you remember telling me one time, like, it's gonna be no more. I mean, Sincere. I'm sorry. That Sincere's gonna be gone. It's just gonna be Amoy.
Yes, I remember telling you that. Yes, I did. And I said, everybody beware because one day it's gonna just be Amoy. There's not gonna.
Thank you for the rose.
It's gonna just be Amoy. There's not gonna be no Sincere.
He has these people. Excuse me. He has y'all believing that he's raised my son, that he's taken care of my son since birth. My son has always been in my care. I have always had my son as well as my youngest son.
Tracy,
thank you for the gifts.
Family, like me and my kids. He's never had my son, and he keeps talking about take my son or like, what are you talking about? You can't take something that you never had. Let's be for real, MiMi. The relationship, the period that y'all were together, how many times did you see my son? How long were y'all together?
2 to 3 times in 4 years. 2 to 3 times.
So, okay, and then, like, I don't even want to speak.
Do he buy those clothes and lately he been buying shoes? Do he do the same for your son? How do you feel about that?
Not at all. And I said, like, with the child support stuff, I said, I think the media is more, bothered by that than I'm gonna say this, like, the whole child support situation, that's another vendetta that he has towards me because I never took him off of it. And like this past year when he was getting my son, like, he knew that they were coming for his income tax, and he asked me to take him off of child support. And I even said, okay, I'll do that. Let me just say this. My son is very well taken care of. He's always been very well taken care of. I don't want nor need anything from this man. I've never asked him for...
Let me know if he go live,
From
y'all.
this man.
Because y'all know
I've
him.
never asked him for a dime. So when it comes to the child support, I'm like, okay, I'll take you off. And then I'm like talking to family and stuff. And they're like, okay. I'm like, why would I do that though? Why would I make
Thank
it
you
easy
for the hand heart.
to pay child support?
I got you with your follow back, Hank.
I'm not looking for that money. We're not sitting up here looking for that. I don't want it. I don't want anything from him.
What's the relationship like with his mother and sister? Because he was saying, oh, my mom and sister told me about you.
I don't know. I mean, I met them, and spoke to them, but I've never really, like, I used to be around, his sister, when I was with him. But like I said, this was years ago, and like his mom, over the years at certain points, she would get Jalen. I said, but, it wasn't like it was often, but I said, Jalen, he did like, spending time with her. So, I don't know. Like, he's weird. He's really weird.
They want to know, Tracy, did he have DL tendencies back then as well? Should we speak on the Jamesville situations that we know?
Did you know him back in the James?
I don't even have to come for his character, y'all. Like I said, at the end of the day, he know what kind of person I am, and especially he knows what kind of mother I am. So I said, no matter what he says about me, I was a hoe and I was this and I was that. Shit, I've heard that plenty of times in my life. I didn't give a fuck then, I don't give a fuck now, and I ain't gonna give a fuck tomorrow. So I'm like, you keep saying stuff like that, like,
Period.
that doesn't take away the person that I am. And, like, my son loves me. And that's another reason that he can't stand me, because my son loves me.
Yeah, it seemed like it kind of messed him up when your son called you from his house.
Yes.
What's wrong with that?
Like, I was out of town. Like, I was in a whole nother state. His Tori's mom had my son. He wasn't even with him that weekend until Tori went and got my son. So, mind you, when the videos started surfacing, people started sending me the videos.
Y'all.
People started
it's
calling
going down.
my phone, like, okay, Tori's online with Jalen, and he's saying this and stuff, and I'm looking at the video like, what? And I'm like, why is he talking to him like that? Because you literally yelling at him for the simple fact that he called his mom. Like, no matter who he's with, Jalen will call me. And like, why are you so upset that he's calling his mom? Like, that literally made me upset, and I literally was like, why would he do that to him? And I'm like, I couldn't get back home, because if I would have got back home, I would have came and got my son. And I'm just like, it's just like, why do you sit here and make it seem like Jalen is invaluable or he's less than a person or something? Talking about I made him that way.
Right.
The way he speaks on Jalen.
Right.
Like, Jalen will forever be the best thing attached to your fucking name.
Clock it.
So I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Your child should be
Like,
the
it's
best
just
thing in
fucking
the
sick.
world to you.
It's sick.
Like,
Wow.
the way he talk about his
It's
kid
sick.
just
So
crazy.
now you just not letting him go over, just being bothered.
I mean, it's no point. I said,
Thank you, Jazzy.
why would I do that when
I got you with your
treating
follow
my
back,
son
Jazzy.
like that? You putting him on live. Nobody would have even knew who Jalen was if he would have just kept him off of his live. Like I told you.
Thank you, Jazzy, for helping me complete my goal,
She
girl.
fighting.
What? Like, why we fought?
Yeah, or is it true that y'all did fight?
Yeah, we did fight. I said, but the fight was basically instigated by him. Like, he said I slept with the boy. Like, I did sleep with the boy. Like, okay, I slept with the boy. And he instigated the fight. And he tried to make it seem again like me and Christina had beef. We never had any beef. I said, mind you, this was 20 years ago.
Did you beat up?
I said the whole fight, mind you, there was 2 other people there to witness the fight. Like, mind you, I still had staples in my fucking stomach.
Wow.
So, right, and the whole,
Thank you, Jazzy.
right, and the whole,
Thank you, Jazzy.
literally, you instigated the whole thing.
Right. You shouldn't have let that happen. So
Thank you, Jenny.
That happened. So how do you think raising his other son? He don't even have a picture of Jalen on the wall.
I don't feel, I mean, I said, like, y'all, this is nothing new. The stuff that y'all seeing online, like,
It's different to us, but it's normal to her. Like, she's used to it.
Kind of type of way. But at the end of the day, like, why are you claiming this woman's child?
Right.
Like, let that boy rest. You know what I'm saying? Like, his mom already has to deal with that. Like, that's really not too much for me to speak of because that's not my child. So, you know.
Thank you, Jazzy.
Like, you don't even have your own son picture on the wall.
Right. Well, that should tell you something right there.
Yeah. And as a mother, I would be flipping out. Like, bro, what my kids? And you're not even honoring my son. Like, in no type of way.
Thank you for the heart
puffs.
puffs.
I ain't flipping out about nothing. I said, not at all. I said, because at the end of the day, like I said.
No, that child is not his, y'all. Al-Tariq is not his son.
Are you going to court, Tracy?
You said, am I going to court?
For the child support, they want to know.
I said, I guess we'll stay tuned. I guess we'll see.
Ooh.
We'll see. I said, about the child support, I said, like, y'all, I said, this child support stuff, I said, I've never went to one court session or anything. Never. My son is 21 years old.
Thank you for the gifts.
Sat in any meeting asking for money or nothing. I said, this stuff has generated over the years.
You do all this shit for TikTok then.
And over the years, like I've said, he does not care to pay child support. He does not want to pay the child support. And I've even agreed to take him off of it. But I said, no, that's not something that I'm going to do. And you don't do anything for my son. So I'm not doing that.
I'm going to answer a few questions. So they want to know, somebody asked me a question. I'm going to answer a couple of questions. One of the main questions they want to know.
Thank you for the taps on the screen, y'all. Thank you for the shares.
Where is it? Yes, because Tracy. Okay, MiMi. So what about the friend sleeping over? Yes, he
What
would.
friend?
Some guys that he would randomly meet that I never heard about. All of a sudden, it was like, MiMi, can you go to your mom's for the weekend? My homeboy wants to stay over, and when homeboys come over, don't no man want their girl around their homeboys.
Thank you for the roses. Hey, on that.
Cookout or whoever I was with at the time, we all did everything together. So he would ask me to leave the house so his homeboys could spend the night.
Wow, that's some weird mess. Cause I know I'm going to room.
But see, it
Shade
didn't
is so
bother me
real, yo.
because at the time I was doing me. Like I said numerous times, MiMi was doing her.
Right.
You know, this is a person, obviously, he's not doing something right if he
They just
continuously
get
gets
juicy.
cheated on, if he continuously
So you just made it to the
he's
juiciness.
not doing something right. He is the problem.
I'm
So
smacked.
was Jamie around when y'all was around?
Jamie wasn't around when I was around, but I heard about Jamie. I've heard a lot of stories.
He wasn't around me either, but we all grew up in the same county. Like, I know who Jamie is, I know who his mom is, I know who his sister is. Like, I went to school with them. Like, I said, I'm not speaking on Jamie because Jamie's not here to defend himself. I said,
Right.
but I said, when I say Tory, like I said, I don't even want to come for his character. As bad as he came for me. Y'all, let me just say this. It speaks for itself. Y'all see it with y'all own eyes. I said it speaks for itself.
And we agreed, me and Tracy agreed that if he just be who he is, he might be a much happier person. this might be a whole totally different person we see if he just comes out and be who he is.
How you know he ain't being who he is?
He is, but not fully, China. Like, he's still fighting
I
his
love
demons.
China.
Right.
I said, well, even if he was, like
He always had sassy tendencies. He always do.
Really?
I mean,
Like a sense of a turn off though?
Huh?
Like, you know, when he acted sassy, probably a little switch, a little flip of the hand.
It would be little things. Like, I remember one time he was arguing with somebody and them lips poked out and the way he slapped his hip, I just turned. I was like, oh my God, this could not be what I'm like, seeing. Like, yeah, it was little things like
Somebody
that.
checking for Boy Love.
mind you, like I said, when I was, dealing with Tori, I was a teenager in high school.
Please, my bad, y'all. I'm
I said,
high.
he always been flamboyant, I said, but me being the person who I am, I said, I know people to this day that are, flamboyant and they're not gay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I said, so I didn't judge him by that. I mean, that's not who I am. So, yeah. I said, but
that's shocking.
So,
thank you for the follow.
I mean, I said he got so much hate towards me, like I've done something to him. I'm
yeah,
like,
he is watching.
Okay,
Gotta
like,
be.
What were you jealous of me or something? I'm like, I don't get like where all the animosity comes from because I've never did anything to you or said anything about you. I don't even bother you.
And you can tell by the way he walks, that is his natural walk. That's his natural walk. Like, he naturally walks like that. Like, it was times he would tell me not to walk behind him, walk in front of him, because he didn't like when people walk behind him.
And then always saying that somebody's been essayed and saying that people are lesbian.
He's obsessed with that.
I wish they'd bring up the video with him and Jalen.
Sleeping together, like what? Like that's stuff that he's made up. He's the only one.
That video with him being
lies.
creepy with Jalen.
Telling his stuff that he's telling.
I need that to be brought up.
To back up the shit that he's saying because it ain't valid. Like nobody's coming behind you. I could get a whole panel of folks that'll tell his damn business.
You not? All right, bet.
Up here to tell the niggas that you slept with, the niggas that you effed, your boyfriends, your jelly babies.
He told me one day.
You heard her say his jelly babies.
He told me one day he was talking so fast, right? And he was like, yeah, the niggas in the hood know him, Yeah. But he cleared it up, yes.
And I mean, he knows what I'm talking about. If he said it, he know exactly what I'm talking about. And LBGTQ come through.
Thank you, Jenny.
They'll know what that means. They'll know exactly what that means. You repeated that to somebody.
Spill it, Tracy.
No, you repeated that. I've been so
China, I love China. Like, I swear to God, I do.
He didn't show you no mercy, girl. Drag him, okay?
For all the wrong reasons. Like, so let's talk about it. If you really want to talk about it. Talking about nobody knows him. They know you. They know you.
Get down on
him. They
know you.
Y'all better share the love. They get into it.
Like, and I'll never say nobody's name. Like names, like he throw everybody's name in the cosign for him. I don't need none of that. I'm not throwing nobody's names. Like the situation where he said my boyfriend essayed my son. Let me tell y'all, this is a story that he made up when my son was 13 years old. He hadn't seen my son in a few years. He came and got my son, picked my son up, and the next damn morning, no, the night, CPS was at my door. Walking outside, mind you, to smoke a cigarette because I don't smoke in my house, and I bump into the CPS workers.
That's how you know we're going through it, man.
Like, who are these people? Because I don't know who they are. I'm thinking they detectives. And I'm like, they like, are you Tracy, Miss Smith? I'm like, yes. And they're like, we're here about your son. We're here about your son. I'm
Thank
like,
you for the dollar.
My stomach just dropped because I'm thinking something happened to my son. Then they come in talking about we got a report that your son's father said that, and this is what the fucking man said my son said, because this is something Jalen never repeated to anyone, not even me, not even to these investigators. He said, Tori said, told these investigators that my son said that my friend, and I'm not going to say his name, but he know who I'm talking about, put a hammer in his butt.
No, what?
So this is the stuff
What?
that he said, and I looked at these CPS workers and I said, I don't mean to be rude. I said, but did you hear this from my son? Did my son repeat these
That's
words?
crazy.
And they said, no, this is what his father said, and we have to check up on it. And I said, ma'am, I said, my son does not speak like that. My son does not talk like that. And I said, if he said that, he was told to say that. Mind you, my friend was right there at the house with me. As well as my youngest son. They had to go interview my youngest son, talk to him. It was a whole damn case. Like, you sit up here and lied on my son saying this is what he said. My son is autistic. You sit up here and lie, knowing that you was telling a lie. Had my son get tested, had my son be touched, had my son interrogated, knowing that you lied about something, and it was proven that it was a lie. These people investigated, talked to me. They talked to my son by himself. They talked to us together. This lady came in there and said to me after that.
How much I want to bet a boy gonna say he gonna sue
very good care of
for defamation of character?
Don't believe anything happened to you.
I promise y'all he is.
And this is what they told me. Whole case was threw out. So he keeps saying this about my friend, and I'm like, why do you keep running with that? This is something that you made up. You made this up. I said, y'all is sick.
This is sick. This is sad. I didn't know it was that deep.
The thing I don't like about it is he'll sit here, put all our business out, say stuff about us, but then when it's done to him, he can't handle it. It's a problem. Shouldn't nobody be talking about him? Shouldn't nobody be putting information about him? But look what he done to all of us.
Word.
Okay.
That's
so now that
facts.
his information and everybody's coming up now saying everything is a problem, he don't like it. That's just his karma. His karma's coming back on him.
Well, you
need to drag him, tell everything, because he didn't expect for you to get up here and say
he didn't thank you. He didn't.
He
I said that too.
Especially with MiMi and me running my mouth. Oh yeah, he's gonna have.
Yup, clock it.
I will drag him and tell everything. Don't hold nothing back, Tracy, because trust me, he gonna get up here and make a whole bunch of other lies up.
He's gonna have.
I don't give a damn.
He's gonna have 3 self-induced seizures behind this.
Exactly.
I want to talk about, like, you should have never came for me. You should have never came for my son. I
Tracy
said,
don't bother nobody. Tracy has been quiet all these years. Tracy, when he starts arguing with Tracy is calm with him. She tells him what she has to, and she'll hang up the phone. And he's just yelling, calling back. Then he tries to put us against her. Why are you trying to put me against your baby mother? I don't have a problem with her.
nor do I have a problem with you or ever have. I don't know what's going on with Tori. Like I said, I don't know.
See, they want to know why you keep holding back. Like, is it something like...
No, it's just my character. It's just who I am. Like, it ain't got nothing to do. Like, it's just me. Like, it's nothing to do. Like, holding back. I said everything I said is valid, and he knows that. But like I said, I'm not gonna come for somebody's character just because he came for me. I said because karma is the biggest thing that's gonna get him.
Yep.
I said the karma that's eating his ass up right now. He probably won't say it, but that shit is eating his ass up right now. And if it ain't got a hold of him yet, you best believe it's fucking coming.
Damn, they wildin'.
Yeah, his karma eating him up now. Like, I'm so sick of him. Like, I had took my TikTok page down for a month. Why are you still talking about me? Why are you having your baby on my birthday?
Because some people was texting me, asking me, like, did MiMi block them, etc. Like, MiMi, she deactivates her page sometime. Hey, she deactivates her page sometime.
I think, like, between the both of y'all, like, he
like
always, with MiMi,
like,
he always had something to say that was bad, and he just keep going on and on. He never expected Tracy to defend herself, but I'm so glad you did. But, we just feel like you holding back. And I know you're saying this too, you are, but he tried to assassinate your character.
I said that doesn't, y'all. Like I said, I think the people out here in the world on social media is more bothered than I am. Like, I'm not bothered by anything that he's saying.
We just don't like how he talk about women the way he do.
Right. Like, and he does
and you
that.
his son's mother.
Right.
Thank
and
you,
he
Shay.
doesn't care. Like, he doesn't care. Like I said, like, I could sit up here and be upset and be dwelling on it. At the end of the day, I just really came to defend my son. When it comes to my son, the things he was saying about I caused my son to have autism and all that, like, he knows that story. I said, he wasn't even there when I had my son. Like, I was living with my grandma. I was sick during my whole pregnancy. My grandma took me to the hospital that last day, and they rushed me to the county that I'm in now. And I had emergency C-section and had my son due to my preeclampsia and my son being in distress. It wasn't nothing that I'd done to my son or anything like that. Nothing like that at all. And then when he's talking about my son being essay, that's like all I really care about, like certain things like that. Like when him coming for my character, calling me a hoe, and calling me a hoe, and or come for my character, and like, you can never do that. You can't dim no light over here. It's not gonna happen.
They asked me why do he keep. I don't know why he getting the colonoscopies. I don't know.
Hello.
Hi.
Mind you, it's my sister.
Hey, Tasha.
Yes, I was trying to get in. I said, hopefully she'll see it. But yeah, I'm her sister. My name is Tasha. How are you?
You sound just alike.
We are all good. How are you?
Good. I was just sitting here listening. I just want y'all to know that my sister is a super mom. She does everything for Jalen. Down to I've never seen on Jalen have on dirty shoes or dirty clothes a day in my life since he's been here. She goes above and beyond for him, and I was just upset with my sister that he came up here and did all this, you know, and defamed her character, because that's not who she is at all. And this smoking cigarettes, I've never heard of that. Never heard of that. I don't even know where that came from.
Yup, beauty.
So it's like Tori sits up here and makes up lies repeatedly, and I was just wild at how he came up here and defamed my sister like that, and I just don't appreciate it. So yeah, I wanted to join up here tonight too. I've been around Tori some, not a lot, but yeah, we've had some issues with him in the past.
Oh, y'all better shit alive.
We took him to court one time. I forgot
y'all better shit alive.
But that was when Tracy first had Jalen, when that fight had happened. And so this time my sister was holding back because basically he defamed her character, and we was gonna basically do something about that. So that's why she's been holding back.
It's understandable.
So yeah, so I'm just up here to support her too.
As you should. As you should.
Thank you, sis.
Hey.
I appreciate that, Tasha.
Y'all so welcome.
Because I got tired. China could tell y'all I was quiet. I was. And I got tired.
I was so glad when MiMi spoke up, because it took her a y'all don't even know, like.
I said, it just wows me and it just blows my mind that he actually goes to the extent that he goes to deflect from, you know, what people were saying about him. Because, mind you, I never said anything about him up until now. Like, what made you so mad with me that you felt like you had to come for me? Like, my son was the only thing that I keep my son off this social media. You didn't do that. Like, you abused the opportunity to have my son with you. Like, me being the person that I am, I'm like, I want to give my son that chance to, you know, have his dad in his life. I want to give him the chance to be with my son. And I'm like, well, you abuse that every time.
Wait, they said, who is everyone? So everybody knows I'm MiMi. Everybody knows China. Lady Lolo is my homegirl. Tracy is the baby mother, and Tasha is her sister. Monique, I don't really know.
Sorry, hi. Yeah, I'm just somebody who's been following along with all the drama. I had a couple of questions. Hi, MiMi. Hi, Tracy.
Hi.
I wanted to say I love you guys' accent. It's really cute. I love your southern accent. But I also wanted to ask you, how do you feel about like people not only posting your son, but like posting your son and saying that Tori or Amoy, whatever he goes by, was also sexually assaulting your son? Because I'm not sure if you've seen the little video clips that they posted. Like, there was one video where he was on the couch and like he had his hand.
Yes.
It did kind of look inappropriate.
This is what I want to. Okay.
Absolutely, I've seen it and I've said something to him about it as well. I said like certain things, like a lot of these videos. Like I said, I won't watching his content and stuff like that until I started getting videos sent to me and, you know, would start popping up on my page. So a lot of videos I hadn't even seen. Like certain stuff like that, definitely inappropriate. Like, and I'm going to say this, and this ain't standing up for him or taking up for him. Like I said, my son tells everything. I said, you're not going to do something and get away with it, not with Jalen, because he's going to tell it. And when he said I was hitting my son upside the head, like, okay, if I was hitting my son upside the head, you're not the only one that's going to be hearing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, then he said, my son has never said to me that he's ever said anything to him or touched him inappropriately or anything like that. Jalen has never told me anything like that. And I've never seen anything, you know, like with my son. Like the people were saying something about the white stains on his pants coming back home, and they said that I said that. I've never talked to anyone, so I definitely can tell anybody that. And like I said, but that with the whole essay and my son, no, he's never did that to my son.
I think that's why.
Absolutely.
I think that's why he kind of like started going off on you, because so I feel like he gets confused. He doesn't really know how to differentiate between when people like maybe he doesn't understand that it's not hard to take a screenshot of a photo and make a fake account. But he was saying stuff about how like he kept seeing you interacting with the trolls and how you were giving the trolls all this information about him and his son and what was going on all within like the life. So that's why he started going off on you and telling all your business, because he thought that whoever made the fake page of you or like of your picture and was commenting on under the troll page, he thought it was you.
Thank you for the taps on the screen, y'all.
Have y'all seen my comments? What did I say about him?
Tracy, they want to know, how do you feel about him dressing up in front of
I don't feel it like in front of my son. Like I said, that's definitely inappropriate. Like I said, my son has never came to me and asked me why he's doing this, or my son has never said that. I said, but like my son has body language, and I know the ones of y'all that have watched his, you know, the clips of my son. Like I said, my son's body language is strong. Like without him saying anything, he was definitely uncomfortable. I said so. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the like, BM fave.
I don't.
Tracy.
That's not. I mean, in his mind, I don't.
Smith Trey. That's the baby mother.
But that's not okay. It's not okay at all. And I was like, he said the trolls are the reason why he doesn't see his son. That's not true. You created this whole. You created all of this. You created this. Nobody else has created this.
Thank you, Shay.
Nobody asked you to get on live talking about Jalen. Nobody asked you to get on live talking about me because you want to get views and you want to get clout. Like, do that somewhere else.
Somebody check for me if a boy live, please.
And I know you asked him.
Thank you, Nicia. Thank you, Jazzy.
You asked him to stop even dressing up like that in front of Jalen. So for him to continue to do it, that's insane.
I said, but
when exactly
he
did
not?
he start?
All right, but thank you. Thank you.
You call it cross-dressing?
Like, y'all, like I said.
He started in 2021. I wasn't aware of it because,
and
like
it's gonna be a long life.
I was having surgery
Shit,
with the
I'm
landlord
tired.
and knocked down the door for some reason, and she thought there was a woman in the house, so she realized that he was dressed in my clothes. It started escalating.
Thank you, Jazzy.
Around April or May, but by that time, I was already checked out of that
Word
situation.
too.
I was already with the person I'm with now.
Yes.
And by the time June came, it's like it really escalated. And what he did after June when I put him out the house is what he's doing now. When I met
Hey, Kim. Thank you, Jazzy.
He was dressed as Tori. Tori had dress. Tori was acting masculine, but every now and then something would seep out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Fit in your clothes. Oh my god.
She was for a while.
Mimi, quick question. Oh, hey guys, I'm
Thank
Mango.
you, Jazzy.
Hey, Mango.
Just quick question. I know, excuse me, after that whole podcast thing, and then he was like, oh, my ex was like, we should do the Shanae skits, and that it was your idea for him to dress up as Shanae. Is that true?
Damn.
So I just heard about the podcast because my page was down, so I'm just seeing all the videos. No, it was never me. It was.
I'ma still try, though.
Telly K was in the chat. She would tell you that it was him, and he even asked his supporters to name the character and what he should do as the character. It was never me. I never created him. I didn't even want to be in the clips. But when you're in a house with a person like that, you just do what you have to do just to get by with your day.
Right. And I'm going to school for psychology. I'll be starting in August. So hopefully when I get some more knowledge on that, I can not necessarily dissect, but just kind of look more into like why he acts like the way he does. Because it does seem like DID, dissociative identity disorder, where you have multiple people living inside your head.
Two on.
Definitely. He created his own beast. No, it wasn't.
Or the Mama Millers and all that. Split.
You know, you want me to leave the house? Fine. That's more time with the guy I'm with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing me the whole time.
Absolutely crazy. Like I said, I wasn't with him during the time.
Thank you,
that he
Shanice.
was, dressing up, and if he was dressing up, hell, I didn't know it.
Thank you for the 13.3K likes on the screen. Thank you for the gifts.
So ain't no way.
Make sure y'all keep sharing it out.
Stuff like that and dated him. But like I said, I was a teenager, y'all. So I mean, yeah, I'm not associated with him.
So have y'all always been good friends just until all of this stuff happened till you disagree with them?
Yeah,
I said, like, I've always tried to be cordial
That's
with
the real
him.
one,
said,
yeah.
But like I
That's
said,
Jalen
he's
mother.
not been a fluid part of my life. He's not been an active part of my life. He has not been an active part of my son's life. I said, he has always been in and out my son's life, periods where he didn't see my son for years. When he made up that essay thing about my ex, I said he didn't see my son for 7 years, 7 years after that. One time he saw my son again, he was grown, which is now.
Did you have you ever seen as a morning?
Oh no.
Hello, how are you?
I want to shake the. I'm good. I'm Tracy's sister as well, y'all.
Damn.
Well,
The whole family
we're
coming in
really
this
cousins,
mug.
but we call each other sisters. I want to shake the room because I want to ask the viewers: do y'all really be believing what Amoy says?
Hell no.
I wouldn't say that I believe what he says is. I find it I'm sorry, this is MiMi. I find it entertaining to see how quick he is to flip the story and how quick he is to flip on other people.
He been like
That's not entertaining. That's actually scary.
Yeah, that's
no, it is.
he's really a demon.
It's not.
He's really a demon. Yo, China's hilarious.
And like clear her name because it is some people out there that do believe him. He do have some supporters.
I told my sister to stay quiet because it wasn't worth it. When you know the truth, you don't have to argue with people or put your business out there. It is what it is. And if people can't see that he makes up stuff because he'll say one thing and come back a few weeks later and say something else, then people have something wrong if they believe the stuff that he was saying.
Yeah.
I said, so I don't. When it comes to the people supporting him, okay, that's their right. They can support him. I said, but at the end of the day, if they support him about anything that this man is saying, they just as fool as he is. And that's just what it is. Like I said, I could come up here and try to defend my character, and that ain't even why I'm up here. It's just for the simple fact that you keep carrying this stuff on and on. Like when you know the type of person I am, especially the type of mother I am to my kids. Like, you've been coming for me for nothing, and I haven't said anything about it. I got plenty of people that's going to back up everything I'm saying. I don't have to sit up here and co-sign, oh, this person will say this or that. Like, why am I doing that? I don't need anybody to back up what I'm saying, but I have plenty of people that will.
Right.
But what you do daily speaks for itself anyway when it comes to Jalen. Like my son, if y'all ever meet my son is the most loving kid.
He seems like
very
it.
intelligent.
Taking care of him.
He's very well mannered. He's all of that.
And Tracy will tell y'all, I love me some Jaden.
We wouldn't be able to know. He's always uncomfortable around his dad to the point
Definitely.
where
Wouldn't you be uncomfortable if your dad is dressed like a woman?
No, absolutely. I'm not saying it's right. What I'm saying is we don't get to see Jalen's personality due to the fact that he's uncomfortable around his dad. Every time he's on screen, he's uncomfortable. He's uncomfortable. He's never get to
The period that y'all seen my son there was the most he ever seen my son. He would get my son on a Friday night around 4 or 5 o'clock. By 11, 12 o'clock the next day, my son will be back with me. Then that's what y'all don't understand. Like, and my sisters can back this up too. And I said, but he wasn't keeping my son for weeks. He didn't have my son for days. He would get my son and would call 11, 12 o'clock and ready to bring him back.
Right, and let's address the lesbian thing.
And this is the one that he accused me of sleeping with.
Tracy is very, very quiet and laid back. I'm the fire. But with Tori, I'm not gonna go in how I wanna go in. Anytime he's ever argued with her, like MiMi said, Tracy wouldn't argue back. Now, if I was around, I'm gonna argue with you because I got time and I'm not scared of you. And every time that I would run my mouth at him, he would call me and Tracy lesbians.
Right.
I'm not a lesbian.
So he's homophobic.
Anything.
Homophobic, just like a woman, acting like a lady. We're trying to.
Yes, they would.
I can't tell you anything about them, but I don't think they're real cousins.
That's crazy. Yeah, he's projecting. 100%.
Tori's not even from North Carolina. He's not from North Carolina.
He's not from Jamaica. He's not Jamaican. He's not from
He said the North of Virginia.
He's from Virginia somewhere.
Yeah, he said the North of Virginia. He said mad stuff though.
My hometown. He said he was from Norfolk, Virginia. That's what he said.
Quick question. And then you didn't even know he dressed like that. Nobody knew he was like that.
Hey,
Well,
Mimi,
no,
I know.
like I said, I've never seen him dress up as
When he was younger, he had none of that stuff on. We didn't even know he was.
This
I just want to clear something up. This is Monique speaking. I'm with
Oh my
Mango.
God.
I'm into psychology. I like to figure out different personalities. He's popped up on my For You page a lot of times. I do not support him. Saying that I support him is a very degrading to my own character. I do not support pedophiles, people who sexual
Just to
assault
make,
people.
if y'all, they said if y'all not talking, mute so we could hear other people without the commotion in the back.
Yeah, so like, I don't support pedophiles and people who sexual assault people. I'm on here because he's an interesting person. Not interesting in a good way, but interesting in a way of I want to know like why you do the things you do. Not that I'm supporting.
She preaching,
no,
though.
I'm curious as to what's going on. it's on my TikTok a lot, so I might as well, right?
Right.
I do have a question.
They want to know how they want to know how Tracy felt when he took Jalen to the fight.
My sister was with. I was with my sister.
We were pissed. We were pissed.
I was
trying to make it back to
crying.
North Carolina.
I was crying. I was upset, and I called
Wait a
him.
minute, wait, everybody wait. They telling me not to get clip. China, tell them what gets us clipped on the live, because you know more better than I do. China?
Turn your mute off, China.
Yeah. What gets you clipped from the live? Because they said they said don't curse, don't say certain words in the live because we'll get
Okay, got you.
Sorry about that. I just had to clear my name because they was just coming for me like I was just like following him, hearting him, sending him gifts and stuff. No,
I
the
think
man
you
just
should
wanted
interview him. You know, you said you wanna learn about somebody.
I've tried to. He doesn't. He's blocked me on he's blocked all my pages. I think the only one I'm not blocked on is the Amoy BM 2.0, the new one he made.
You know what? But anybody that gets involved is an issue.
He been blocked me when him and Tracy fell out last year sometime. He got mad and he went on live and he blocked me because he was talking junk about me.
said that they think he's in here reporting my live.
I bet he is.
Right?
I bet he is.
And I'll just come back live again.
Okay. Keep going back live. Everybody put F1 in the chat and keep tapping the screen.
I said this man put on a wig and a dress and some heels and thought he was a bad bee.
Who was Black Girl? Cause they just went out. Was that him?
I don't know.
I was saying that too when it came up, and I was about to say MiMi. I was about to say boot them out because I said they was just sitting there the whole time.
I'm out. Good question. Let me see where China's at.
So, like, what's the situation with Jamie? Like,
we don't know. That's not our business to tell.
I don't know who.
Like, y'all keep asking that. Like, he knows the situation with him and Jamie. I said it back to with him saying that the ladies, essayed him. I said, but at one point he was gloating about this.
Okay, I need everybody hold on 1 second. China, comment in my thing so I can mod you right quick. I need China to comment to me right quick so I can pull her name up in my.
Said what? She wants you to moderate for her. Okay.
Yeah, so comment so I can click on your name.
Okay. And I'm muting just be in the chats.
I would have modded because she asked me to mod too, but
okay. So
I know y'all watching,
and
I want y'all to see who's talking. So, yeah.
Okay, so back to what the girl was saying. When it comes to other people, we can't speak on that, and we're not gonna speak on that.
And like y'all say, holding back, yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit up here and air someone else's business on account of him. I'll tell anything about myself. Like I said, when he come up here ranting and raving about me, it ain't nothing that he can tell on me that I won't tell on myself.
Right.
And I'm like, I'll speak on myself and my son, and my son can't defend himself. So that's why I feel like I need to speak up for him. Like with these other people that he's bringing into his, like every time he get on live, he's saying this person name, that person name. Like, why are you doing that? Okay, you don't need to, like, if what you're saying is true.
Thank you, Clarissa.
This and that person coming to defend you, which they ain't gonna do anyway. But like, you don't have to do that.
He's childish. He's past childish. He needs a rubber room with a white jacket tie. Hey, tie behind his back, like, and not let out for years. Like, he needs to get the rest of his life in a rubber room. He has enough people in his head he could talk to and be friends with in there.
And like when it comes to him being Amoy or whoever he says that character is, like, he be talking, talking in second and third person, like, that is weird as I don't know what. Like, you are the same person. Like, you're not, it's you. That's who, like, come on.
Apology. Let me answer apology. Yes, eventually, after a while, yes, that's what I thought. Yes, I did. It was no way around it. Yes,
definitely loves the negative attention. That's what gets him going. Like, y'all, he lives for that. He lives for the negativity. He lives for that. He runs with that.
Monique speaking. I have a question for you, MiMi. I think because you were with him in a relationship more recent than Tracy was. I'm just confused on the switch. So Tracy says that when she was with him when they were teenagers, he didn't really show any signs of, I guess, feminine.
In the first
I didn't say he never showed no signs of being feminine. I said he won't dress and he won't cross dressing and none of that. He's always been flamboyant. Like, he always been that way.
He was always argumentative, always yelling, always getting into it with somebody. But when I met him, he was dressed as a dude. Like, I actually hit him up on Facebook. I was the one that hit him up on Facebook. I said this numerous times. But I was going through something at that time as well. But then eventually, you know, you get to know a person and it's like, well, damn, you know. And when he started dressing, it was 4 months before I left him.
I don't know who just sent me a request, but I'm not accepting any requests. Go ahead and tell y'all that right now.
Okay, some other people want to join, so I'm gonna drop some people. Hold on.
Don't drop my sisters.
I'm not dropping your sisters.
You can drop me, Mimi. It was fun talking to y'all.
You too. I know how to drop you, Mango. You gotta drop yourself.
I got you.
You could drop me and I could just stay in the chat.
And look, they haven't dropped me. They keep saying I'm a troll and all of this. I guess I'll just
drop yourself, Monique.
Thank you.
We'll drop Monique then.
He claimed you was jealous of his character. Now, I can't be jealous.
Who's jealous of his character?
Me. I can't be jealous of a man dressing as a woman when I'm the woman that he was trying to be. Like,
at this point, oh gosh.
Wait, did you say that stuff when he was talking about the smooth as the baby's private parts? What do you guys think about that? That's sick.
That's disturbing.
When he had like shaved and then waxed and then got it threaded and then he was like smooth.
Y'all act like y'all surprised by the stuff that he says. Nothing that this man says is surprising. Like, he speaks like this, talks down to women, degrades women. Like I said before my comment, he hates women. It seems as if he hates women when you came from one. So it's like you hate women, but you want to be one.
I don't know how to drop people, y'all.
And for Tracy, I just want to say you are winning regardless.
You again, Monique?
Like they just said they see me in troll pages. I literally have screenshots of him that I post on the troll pages. I'm just a person who is he's on my TikTok so much, it's kind of
so
hard.
You're just curious.
Yeah, just curious as to what is going on. I see the man every time I get on my phone. It's just something that I have. Huh?
No, they asking me to drop people, and I don't know how to drop people. Everybody got to drop themselves.
Okay.
They tired of her.
That's not. There we
They're
go.
tired of her.
Hey, I've been following this thing as well. I'm not no
China's hilarious.
or nothing. I don't
She said
agree
the
with nothing
fuck.
he said. I just want to say for Tracy, you're winning regardless.
Absolutely.
This man is a mess. He's 40 years old. He does not have his life together still. He has no effort. He's a bum. So you don't gotta sit there and explain yourself. You handle how you want to handle it.
I really
And
don't.
gracefully.
I don't. And
You're being graceful. You're being the woman that he wants to be in real life. So you don't have to worry about that. You're classy, and he's trashy and ratchet.
We don't know if he's on SSI. Like, the period that he's at now, we don't know nothing about him.
He's not on SSI, y'all. He's not on SSI. And I keep saying that he's not on SSI. He's trying to get SSI. He does not receive a SSI check. He's not on, he does not have SSI. He's trying to get SSI. This is something that he said to me a few months back. Well, last year he was trying to apply for disability. How the hell you gonna get that twirling in heels and shaking your ass from side to side?
Hey, it's Weird TV. Hey.
That's my baby. It's Weird TV. So look,
I'm telling you, I love
Kim
them.
up here. How y'all feel about that?
I don't care what I love them.
Kim in.
Yeah. Okay, somebody can tag Kim because I'm on my iPad and on.
Yeah, I'm on my iPad too.
All right.
We talking. I'm gonna
I'll do that. I'll hit you later.
Who's Lady Lolo?
Me, I'm MiMi friend.
Okay. And Miss T?
I love them. Like Tracy, I don't know too well. Feel me? But China and MiMi, I love them both down.
You gotta take your mute off.
Right? I love it.
Okay, Miss T.
So I gotta stay up here to support MiMi.
Okay.
If this Weird TV want to come up, everybody know I'm crazy about it.
Should I come up, y'all? Y'all want me to go up?
Let her up.
Does she want to come up? Where is she?
I'll go up.
You're muted, Miss T. Let me see. I don't know how to work this function.
Let me go up. Let me go up.
Well, see.
Let me see.
Miss T, try to drop down. Drop down.
No, you ain't mutable. You wouldn't.
Oh yeah, get y'all questions ready.
It's your mic.
read the comment.
What she mean? She made a big mistake being at it.
Okay.
I think her signal is low.
Okay. Where's she at? Let me find it. She's dropped.
Anybody know who she was? No.
Hey y'all.
Hey, it's Weird TV.
Rock Coco.
Hey y'all. How y'all doing? Hi Tracy. You don't know me, but nice to meet you. Hi Tasha. And hi
Y'all, when I say I love me some It's Weird TV, like, we go beyond the internet.
No, for real. I'm telling y'all.
Yes.
I love me some MiMi in China. I'm telling y'all, China be having me on the floor.
Yeah.
I be sick.
But listen, I got my.
Like, stop playing, Tori.
It's weird. You got more questions? It's weird.
Yes, I got another one. I think Tracy had answered it, but I don't think my chat had heard it. The question was, is she going to court in June for the child support?
Like I said, we will see. We'll see. A few hours ago, talking about gloating, saying that because, mind you, my son is exiting high school. My son graduates this Saturday. And
Yes.
my son still being in school, child support will still be coming. Like, he still has to pay that. But when my son exiting school, the child support is going to stop. I said, but mind you, the child support that he owes will still be there. Those arrears will still be there. The state is still going to come for that.
Right.
And like I keep saying, like, I've never went to any of these court sessions. I never cared to go. Like I said, my son doesn't need this money. I don't want this money. I don't want anything from him. I don't have to go sit and beg for no money or ask for something that I don't need that.
Crazy.
And I never sat in on any of those sessions. So at this point, if they gonna turn it off, turn it off. We ain't missing nothing. My son ain't missing anything.
Will he be attending the graduation Saturday?
No, he will not.
Oh, man. We wonder what he gonna be doing Saturday morning.
Dancing and prancing in that corner.
Knick-knack, I don't talk to Amoy, and Tracy said that he will not be attending. I have no dealings with that person.
I have another question. So somebody had asked about the 3 older women he claims SA him.
We don't know nothing about that.
I know every 3 that he's talking about. I know every 3 that he's talking about. I know every 3 of them.
But did they do that to him, Tracy, or what?
Yeah, that's all we need to know.
I can't say what they did to him, but like I said before, he gloated about it. He gloated about, y'all seen it online. He's gloated about sleeping with older women.
Right.
Well, you know what they say.
If they did something to him, I said
He wouldn't be gloating about it.
When he was gloating about it.
Because it was done to him.
Did he graduate high school?
Maybe that's why he the way he is. Maybe he was, something happened to him in his childhood, and maybe that's why he hates women so bad. I don't know. I don't know that, y'all. Yeah. I don't know that, y'all. Yeah. I graduated. I don't know. Ask him. Hell, I graduated in 2003. Like, everybody want to ask me, was she on the short bus? Hell no, I wasn't on no short bus. Like, ain't nothing slow about me. Not a daggone thing. But I guess people would think that because I dealt with him.
They asked if he had a son at 15.
They thought something was wrong with me too at one point. They did.
Did they hear me?
Because MiMi was quiet. She didn't say any. Took
I didn't say nothing. It took about a year or so. Nothing.
Did he?
And people was like,
Tracy says she thinks so. She don't know, but she knows she graduated. Clock that. So my chat asked, did he have a son when he was 15?
No.
the answer is.
Nope. Jalen is his only biological son.
I be telling people that. They don't believe me. I don't know why.
What other questions they got for us is weird, because I know they got some good questions on your end.
No, she don't know. She don't know if Tori graduated. No.
The glasses.
Y'all can see me?
Huh? We could see the ugly picture of
Who was in his classroom?
I'm over here high. My bad.
him and the roach.
Okay, somebody asked what attracted all of y'all to Tori.
Oh my God.
Tell the truth, Tracy.
Tracy, you go first.
Tell the truth.
Still there?
Oh, she muted us? Tracy, take your mute off.
Well, I'll go ahead and me.
Yeah, go first, MiMi.
He was our Facebook. We were Facebook friends. Actually, I don't even know how long we were Facebook friends. I saw dreads and a dark skinned dude. That's what I saw. But at the time, I was going through a divorce with my ex, and I just got caught up. That's that.
It is what it is, right?
Yeah, like he was my oops person. We all have an oops person. Like,
Right.
I it every single day, every time.
I'm sorry, y'all. My son just messaged saying I was coming right back. And Jalen got up.
Tracy, they want to know what attracted me to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Answer the question, Tracy. What attracted you to him, or how did y'all start dating? Tell a story.
We started dating when he came to Janesville. I said he was wondering, like, me and him started talking to each other like being homeboy, homegirl. Like, we was like homeboy, homegirl. We hung out, we chilled, and like we were like good friends.
What did he do? What would he do for you?
I feel like he treated me well. I said,
No. Cause
Tell the truth, Tracy.
what would he do for you? What do I do for you? What do I do? What do I do for you with your hair?
That's what
Clock it.
He did do my hair, y'all. He did. I'm not gonna lie, he did my braids a couple of times.
he did. He kept
Oh,
my
no.
hair in, y'all. He did.
No.
Why did you become his girlfriend?
Like I said in the beginning, I was like, he was cool. Like I said, we won't like we was like homegirl, homeboy. They'll tell you that. Like,
So why did you become his girlfriend?
huh?
Why did you become his girlfriend?
I said he asked me. He called me up one day, and he was like, I like you. And he was like, I want a date. Like, do you want a date?
Shake the room.
And I was like, please. Like, yeah, he had called me out the blue one day, and he was just like, I like you, and like, how do you feel about us talking? And I was like, like,
I shake the damn table and knock everything off of it.
Like I said, being the person that I am, I gave him a chance. Like,
Because what?
No, he is not. He is not afraid of lactate.
I gotta go on mute.
He did not have a shop in Georgia. No.
he can't even. He always done hair, yeah. But
Thank you for the
I don't know
follow.
that He just says I guess.
So basically, you let him be your boyfriend because what?
Let's just stop.
I'm shaking the damn table. I'm shaking the table.
Live in the relationship, right? Yup.
He was my hair braid.
Yup, Corey.
He was not doing
Is that the Corey I couldn't pronounce at first? Hey, girl.
Like, y'all know daggone well, I would have never entertained. Like, anybody know me, I would have never entertained none of that. Like, come on now.
Does he have 15 years martial arts? Hell no.
I've never heard of that until I seen it.
That's hilarious.
I hollered so loud when I seen that because I said that's the first time I ever heard that one.
Oh, I have a question, Tracy.
No, he didn't look how he look now.
He didn't. He didn't.
Tracy.
He always
He didn't wear any wigs or none of that.
like, let me
It's
say
weird.
this.
It's weird.
He was always groomed. He was always kept himself up. He was that. Like, yeah, he was always very well.
I think I'll put a little bass in my voice, like Tracy.
Stuff like that.
Tracy. I gotta do something, because nobody be hearing me.
With me, they're like taking showers.
Well, Mimi, that's 20 years ago. That was 20 years ago.
That's true. That's
20
true.
years ago.
I got a question.
Who doesn't like washing their tail?
Oh, that was a bad glitch. Oh, y'all can hear me?
Who don't like washing their tail?
He don't. He don't. He
Okay.
don't like, because he's a man, he only has to wash one.
Tracy.
Maybe he said
Men
that.
sweat worse than women.
Right. So why wouldn't you wash?
When he go live, he be like, I already had a shower.
Mimi,
Huh?
what did you say he said about not being sexually active?
He said that a man could only go one time a week because they would have to build they little children back up.
That sounds crazy.
Right.
That sounds
No, he
crazy.
didn't want that, y'all. He didn't want that.
He said because when I confronted him in 2023 about what he was saying about my son, I had hickeys on my neck from Smurf. He said, well, only gay people give hickeys.
What?
Bye. He sound
In
crazy.
this, I'm getting one.
Mm-hmm. Well, we know that's not true, but how you know that and how you figure that?
Exactly.
Right.
He said that if women like to take it in the back, that they're gay.
Wait. Okay. So
You
Tracy.
can answer your question, Nick Nack. You can answer your question.
A man and a woman doing that, and then two men, that's totally different.
Yeah, it's totally different.
Is Tori diagnosed with any Oh my God. No. Yo.
Well, I like getting my neck sucked down. I like every part of my body sucked down. Leave a mark if you got to. I love you.
I don't.
I have a question for Tracy. Were you around when he worked at Food Lion and he was the water balloons and he had that incident with the person in the front?
No, none of us was around for that.
I said, yeah, I was in the same city as he was, but I wasn't like interacting with him. So, but definitely I heard about it.
Husband is not his cousin. Doesn't exist. I thought my kids used that word, but no, nobody's ever seen this person. We see him with men, but we never seen him with this female he talks about all the
I want to
time.
say,
What about the guy he was living with?
laying on somebody, a man's back. How are you not gay and you're laying on a man's back? That man that people had the picture, he shut his page down.
Well, I don't know. The gay could be a cockroach in his house for all we know at this point.
Right.
Roddy went on vacation and came back.
And ain't no man coming in here laying on top of me sweating with a woman's wig on.
Hell
That part. Come on, man. Like, how you gonna fix your mouth and say that in the same sentence? Like, you laying on a whole man and then you say you're a straight man. Like, what? Who's delusional? Because it damn sure can't be us.
What guy on his Instagram? Who's on his Instagram? Oh, Jamie. I wasn't around for the Jamie days. I just heard about it.
Oh, this is old pictures that are on his Instagram. Obviously, y'all know that he used to live with the boy. The boy used to live with him.
They used to
Like,
hold
I
hands
can't tell
through
you.
Janesville. That's what I know.
I can't tell you what he did with
Something why y'all can't tell it, because y'all real quiet about this Jamie situation.
Like I said, I'm not speaking on-
Clock it.
Is this like Secret Service or something? Like, is it a case like... No, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, let me stop fucking around. I'm sorry, cussing. Y'all acting like he got something over y'all a little bit.
I'm not gonna sit up here and defend
Let me
nobody.
say something. He would throw you out off a roof and slit your
He's
throat
not
on the way
up
down,
here to
baby.
speak for himself. He's not up here to speak for himself. I can tell him what his relationship was with this man. I can't speak that for him. What I
And whatever we heard, that's hearsay.
right.
Well, did y'all see anything?
I can tell you what he told.
Okay.
What Tori told me about Jamie, because he brought Jamie up to me, was that they were real cool. Jamie lived with him. People used to say that they walked through Janesville holding hands and stuff. Now this was from Tori telling me this. I don't know Jamie. I never met him. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I moved to North Carolina, and that I know that he ran Jamie crazy. I heard that as well. And I heard that he always told me that he slept with Jamie's mother, and that got him and Jamie having an altercation or something. But that all came.
He said that the other day too.
So the thing is, reason why we so hard about what's going on with Jamie, because like we feel bad for him, and if he really done that to this boy, like we want to get rid of him, like for real.
Jail.
Is Jamie
bars.
He has to speak for himself. His second, third party stuff being told. I would never come up here and say what they've done or what they didn't do. I would never.
Sometimes you gotta advocate for other people. They can't advocate for themselves.
Right, but no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm talking about holding something over somebody's head, ain't shit he got over my head. So.
Well, I'm glad he don't, but I just wouldn't have let him have me shook like that. Like, I don't like him.
I don't know about nobody being shook over here. Tori know nobody ain't shook over here.
They said Amoy like me and China still waiting on our papers from
Look,
I'm waiting too.
Pages and the people that don't know, like you can't sit up here and be going off of second and third party of what people saying. This man can't speak up for himself. The day that he comes up here and wants to speak up for himself, I will get right on with him. But I'm not doing that. Until he do.
Go down to his level, because that's what he does.
Like, nobody's doing that. I'm not like, if you didn't hear me put out one person's name about anything that I know. And like I said, it's people that can speak on the dudes he slept with.
Well, he just really got a messed up history, basically, out that way. That's
like,
what I'm thinking.
My sister came on live saying, Big Tip came on live telling y'all she seen him kissing the dude in the club, and that was true.
Nah, I believe him.
Like she didn't lie about that. Like, I mean, and he said it's a lie. How the hell is it a lie? Y'all all in there together. He knows. All my sisters know exactly who they were. Like, he know who they were. So where's the lie being told?
Me and
talk about your brother. You call everybody your cousin. I guess everybody that you hitting is your cousin. Like, stop. Like, with that Jamie stuff, that's sensitive. You can't expect some. No, we ain't doing that. No.
What man did he kiss?
I know.
Him. She hasn't responded.
Jamie's mom. I know the mom. I know the sister. I know all the people. Them 3 women he talking about. I know who they are.
Are you still cool with his family or in touch with his family?
I said, I speak. No, I don't talk to them like that. I said, no, I really don't speak to them. No. I said the older sister reaches out from time to time,
Hey, he finna be like Denzel. He put cases on all of us in the morning.
I know.
What case?
I know
what happened.
Like, what case? Like, what
2 years.
Me and China literally.
You gotta have money to serve people. You gotta have money to go to work.
There you go. And the thing he don't understand, I got motion. I've always asked motion. He better ask about me. I don't sit here and just talk. I got all the motion there is. So if he want that motion.
Who, me, Sammy? What I do?
He should have never came for my name. He should have never tried to exploit my son. I'm telling you right now, I got the motion. You better ask about.
It's weird. You got any more questions?
He can go to the police because at the end of the day, nobody has said anything to defame his character.
Exactly.
I ain't worried about it. You still gotta have money to go to war and get us served and all that.
Well, let me just say this. With what he has and what he's doing, he better hold on to it. Because I'm coming for him. Woo!
They want to know.
Whatever he got right now, he better hold on to it. Because, and it ain't too much.
Just that townhouse.
Come up here and speak on me and talk about me the way he talked about me and talk about my son and make it seem like my son is not a fucking human, he can go straight to fucking hell.
Right.
Right.
Like, don't you fucking dare.
And that's crazy. He doing that to his own son.
My son like that. My son has done nothing to you. You want to have a problem with me? Have the problem with me. But don't you dare do that to my son. Don't you dare do that.
That's what I said. Like, that's
all that stuff he's saying about me, talking about stuff 20 years ago, how I'm a hoe and this and that. Like, boy, are you mad that I was getting it and you won't?
Exactly. Amen, Tracy. Amen.
Acting like that stuff is like, if I'm such a hoe, I'm the one that you wanted to be with. I'm the one that you wanted your hand in marriage. I'm the one that you say I'm your first love. You spit all that, but when you get mad at me, I'm this, that, and the third. Stop playing with me.
And Tracy, you've been quiet. You've been supporting him.
I have. I've sat here and took this shit and sit up here and listen to him talk about my son. Like, my son is autistic, y'all. My son can't damn it defend himself. Like, I know that makes my son will be walking the stage this Saturday. No thanks to this man. The nigga ain't putting no time with my son.
Clock it.
Don't even know what size clothes. Don't know what size clothes he wear.
Clock it.
Don't know what size shoes he wear.
I don't know the name of the school.
Lord, they say he gonna break the stairs in the morning. He might fall through them this time.
My chat asking where the 1K came from. Is he selling or what? Nah, that's crazy. That last part is crazy.
Is he what selling? I don't know. Yeah, he probably is at this point. I don't know.
And they asked about Haywood, Cuz Bay.
I don't know. All I know,
they're not cousins.
They not cousins. Yo.
Just like how he get on here showing a new outfit and you don't have nothing for your kid. You know, you got one son. You buy yourself something, supposed to buy him something. You know what I'm saying? You always snatch your fly when you dress your ass sincere. Yeah.
Yeah, this man, from what I see and from what I know, he's never gave a damn about Jalen. Let's be honest.
He hasn't, and I can vouch for that.
And that's sad. That's sad.
His relationship with Kim, his relationship with MiMi, these women, I mean, they like him. How often have y'all really seen myself?
2 to 3 times tops. That was it. And then he was.
How long were y'all together? How long were you and him together?
4 years. But I said 3 because from 2020 to 2021, I was already in another relationship that he didn't even know about. So I don't know where he gets 6 years, 7 years from. I don't know what I was still with my ex-husband at that time.
And ever since you said that, he's saying that he was cheating on you the whole time. He been doing him the whole time. The way he flipped that was crazy.
Where's these women?
That's what I was saying. He said he was cheating, all that. I'm like, I could have swore you was upset, talking about she had somebody in your bed, and that was you was cheating on her? Huh? I was so lost. So lost.
Somebody said, how old is the Father's Day card he keeps showing? A year old, y'all. A year old. We wanted to get Jalen for Father's Day. I said, okay, well, since you're going to be over there, Jalen, let's go get him a card. So that's what I did. I said, and I told Jalen to give it to him. I told you.
That's the only card he showed. All them 4 years. That's a...
They said that he said he put me out. No, he didn't. How you gonna put me out my own house?
Yeah.
He swear it was his house, MiMi.
Like, no,
you came and stayed over there because you didn't have nowhere to go.
He had that car all his life. I kid you not. He loved that car down.
MiMi, it was your house that he would ask you to leave for the guys to stay.
My name. Like, the lease is posted. My car note is posted. Only my name is on all of that stuff. Not his. Only mine.
Wow.
She wouldn't have said nothing. He'd have kept going and going and going. But she spoke up for herself. You got to say something because he tried to drag me. And I didn't say nothing for a couple of months because I was embarrassed that I knew somebody like that. And I thought the people that really know that. You know? That I done found my way on that side of TikTok.
Boy, it was Kim bad too.
And then Kim finally said something.
Yup.
Just yodeling and lying.
And she should still be locked up.
That's crazy.
Wait, China, I heard that she be going live. What is her page?
Kimbella 46. But you know she be going live late at night.
He said she got locked up.
Yeah, he got her locked up.
Yeah,
For what?
Well, she was making threats to him, and he sent the police to her house. It's all recorded. Yeah.
They said that
For her to get out.
he said, I'm scared of his sister. First of all, I'm from Brooklyn. Scared of who? Scared of somebody that acts just like him?
Tuh. Better tell him.
That sister looked like she lived a rough life.
A rough life.
And he made a video too, and being that we talking about houses and stuff like that, I said he made a video saying that I didn't have anywhere to go, like I was homeless or something. When I had my son, y'all, I was in high school. I graduated.
I was homeless too. He said I was
3 months pregnant, 17 years old, and I was living with my grandma. I always had somewhere to go. He broke up with my grandma.
He said,
My grandma put him on child support. She did. She did put you on child support because I was underage. And let me just say this. He won't tell when my grandma slapped the shit out of him.
What?
You know that now, Willie Tasha.
No, he won't.
he finna have his head on a swivel.
Because he was trying to argue with me about what I was going to name my son. And my grandma overheard the conversation. And she told me to hang up the phone. And she said, the next time I see you, I'm going to slap you. So mind you, it's about a month later. He comes to the house. I wasn't even thinking about the whole conversation, y'all. So I'm in there talking to him. My grandma was slowly walking through the hallway. She said, got to where we were sitting, and she said, what I tell you when I see you?
They're gonna eat him alive when he turn on his comments.
Thank you. He's a very
Like
God. You heard me.
And he was dropped his mouth. I covered my mouth. I was so shocked. She
Go
turned
tap the screen and keep the live going. Tap the screen.
Grandma knew what was going on. You know, you told all the folks know.
All day
to
legs.
that room. And I said, he won't tell that. Like, you talking, like, why are you speaking on my grandma? I always had somewhere to go. Mind you, I've had my own place since I was 18 years old. Am I lying, Tasha, Alicia?
No.
Like, I had my place.
You already know he gonna say, people were sending me clips in my inbox. I was getting clips, seeing everybody on the panel talking about me. My supporters said, like, you know, my supporters gonna tell me stuff. That's exactly what he gonna say.
Him and his mama.
That he gonna start lying.
What? Him and his mama stole Kim's money. Why she sitting around here with no
Thieving.
mouth that he showing all her gums like she don't know what's going on.
Chewing all gums.
Was being on it.
Wow. Every time she turned around, his mama, he that.
He said on the video, he said I was homeless. I ain't never had shit. What? I ain't never had shit. Then he talking about what he say I gave him, what he say, y'all? Talking about I gave him my son child support card and to go buy my cigarettes and drink.
Yeah.
I was like, huh?
Yeah, that's what he ain't know where to go.
Y'all, this was years ago, and he came to my house to see Jalen, and he was like, he was going to the store. At that time, I didn't have a vehicle. And so I'm like, okay, well, get me a pack of cigarettes and get me 2 drinks. Like, all I drink is beer, y'all. And I said, so get me a pack of cigarettes and 2 beers, and gave him the card. And I said, he talking about he had to call his mama and ask his mama what kind of card it was. Like, why did you have to do that? And then both of y'all wrong because you had a Chase card. You had a Chase credit card, honey. Like,
He even said it. He just slow.
Like, I don't have to use my son's money to get my wants. I have my own bag. I have my own money. I work. Like, I don't have to use my son's money to get my wants. Like,
He's slow.
Wow.
I hate it. I be ready to cry.
He just be telling anything, make stuff up.
And he always in the background talking about some because one day she said that I was a loose woman. You ain't got a teeth in your mouth, and you call me loose.
She bald mouth.
Cause ain't no time. How many penises done been up in there, and you done lost your damn teeth, lady?
And your booty leaking.
Your son to the dentist as a kid because his teeth is leaning all to the left. Stop playing. And you gonna call me loose?
With it, rock.
His whole mouth is to the side. Like, I find that crazy.
With that all little short flip she be wearing in her hair. Girl, please.
That's crazy word.
The same 27 piece for the last 15, 16 years. If he don't do something with that wig,
Look, Jada said he's gonna be burning blue.
Y'all got any questions? Put them in the chat.
His mama stole Kim money like that. Ate up that food like that with no food. Gotta be. Rocking back and forth, eating, running up a bill for $200 at dinner. And y'all eat at the buffet. Everybody paying $9.99. And then when y'all get with somebody else, y'all want to go sit down somewhere.
yeah, paying $100
For real?
Do y'all know about the mini-series? Tracy and Sisters?
I've seen clips of it, but I really don't know what the hell is going on.
I've never watched him like that.
Okay,
When I
so
watched
tell me
him, he
why.
got mad and he blocked me
So
because
Wow.
he was talking junk about me.
he had his baby on my birthday.
What baby?
The fake baby. Good morning.
Girl, that was about
On
you.
my birthday.
That was all about you.
All about me. And Smurf called it, China. I don't know if you was on that line, but Coco was. And she called me. She said, Smurf called it. He said he's going to wait to have that baby on Mimi's birthday.
That was about you.
My chat asking if
Baby, he got a baby doll?
No. It's
No, the fake baby. Like,
he got a fake
I think she answered that already.
Well, did he get a doll baby?
No,
He at least could have.
he didn't get nothing. He wanted that baby that was in that hospital with that lady,
He's gonna kill
but had complications and couldn't get the baby. So it backfired. And then he wanted somebody to pay for the baby.
Baby.
I don't know, probably Sabrina. He probably gonna dress Sabrina up and push her around in a dog carriage. I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't want the fake baby though. He wanted a real one. So all of a sudden he gonna bring us to the hospital to see. Like, come on, it's a baby in the hospital bad suffering and you over here on live.
Somebody said, Mimi, I keep saying he's obsessed with you. Yes, very much so. And it's sickening.
What's the real reason you stopped? Oh, she answered that already, I think.
But yeah, see, I'll get that sister back for you.
Do what?
I'll get that sister back for you. Because I want to slap her.
I said he brings other people into his stuff, and like I said, just gotta have somebody to co-sign everything, y'all.
Oh, yeah, the nail shop. Oh, my God.
Wait, hold on. Before we get into nail shop, because that's finna be a bull right there. Do you, this for you, Mimi. Is it true that Mimi was jealous of the attention he was getting at Sincere? So she asked him to be Amoy.
No.
He said that you was getting mad because women was liking how he got on there with no shirt on one day.
I wasn't paying him attention. I was with Smurf.
He said so you wanted to be in his videos because women, you know, comment.
The only reason I was in the videos is because when you live with a person like that, you got to keep that tension down in your household.
Right.
And if you could see the videos, you could tell Mimi did not want to be in them videos.
Mm-hmm.
And if it wasn't for him, the internet wouldn't know China. They wouldn't know Mimi. They wouldn't know him. They wouldn't know Tracy. He the one that brought us our names up to the internet. That's how we're known, because of him.
Right.
Who really wants to be internet famous?
It's the fact that when he pulled that, I don't want to bring this up, Mimi, but when he had, y'all have to sleep on the floor, when he pulled that pew-pew out.
Right.
That was, I'm terrified of guns because of something that happened to me in my childhood. And he knew that. And he was always, you know, pulling the gun out. And then it's like, what do you do in that situation? Like one day we was in Augusta going down Mike Paget, and he pulling the gun out because it's road rage. And he's like, I need a rider. I need somebody that's not going to be screaming and crying. And like I told him, I got 6 kids and at the time 2 grandchildren. A bullet don't have a name on it, and what you doing, that's
right.
gonna hit you. It's gonna hit hit me because of what you're doing.
Right.
You couldn't explain that to my family.
Right.
Exactly.
I have a question for Tracy. It says, can you ask Tracy if she knows about the people that he keeps claiming made him a godfather?
I know exactly who he's talking about. I know.
No, not your situation with the thing with Jalen's godfather. Do you know the chick that was in the hospital?
Yeah, talking about the kids he claimed, like the I think it was a little girl. Oh, okay.
So I know one of them. I know the one that was in the hospital that he said I was jealous of her. And I'm not being funny, but look at me and look at her. She used to, when we stayed out in summer place, she used to call him every day. Can you bring me something to eat? Can you bring? So yeah, I said something because at that time, it's like, if
Kim not on here.
Somebody, why is she steady calling your phone? But that's not jealousy. That's like respect. Why are you taking her food up to the hospital? Why are you coming to places and stuff?
Right.
I got a question, Mimi. I remember he was on Bigo and he was talking to a lady. I guess she was cool with you too, and she was saying like you was messing around with her guy, like you was just messing around. You know what I'm saying? You know how he do.
Well, like, okay, so the thing with her is, so me and her, we're cool. We go back 20 years. Me and her go back, and it was an incident that her boyfriend at the time is my cousin. She didn't know he was my cousin, and we were just cool like that. But he had messed with her before he even knew me. And when I found out, when he told me about it, I'm like, oh, okay, me and her, cool. So he tried to use that when me and him was getting into it, you know, on Bigo and stuff. He called her up. She didn't even know that she was on live. And I called her out on Facebook. I was like, this is not what you want to do.
Can somebody check if a boy live for me?
And we squashed everything, and he blocked.
Cause it's getting late. Y'all know he like the late lives.
Because me and her are grown. That's what grown people do. Me and her never had an issue, a situation, or anything. Like, I am really cool with people. But he, being that he's not cool with people, he'll try to turn you against everybody.
So does MiMi's series have some truth to it?
So does what?
So does the mini series have some truth to it? My bad, I got sunglasses on.
I don't know what truth it has to it, except that little Samoy is being born on MiMi's birthday.
That's
and I find something very wrong with that. That is sick and that is weird.
It is
I
weird.
actually think he keeps saying his sister is the one he's betraying, but I believe it's Mimi.
Right. He said Mimi at first, then switches to his sister.
Yeah, I really think it's Mimi that he really wants to be. And he trying to cover the hurt up with all this mess.
Oh, they want to know. They want to know your foretake on a video where he was in the black and white striped dress and he pulled down the underwear, or the underwear dropped.
Hold on 1 second. Go get your Dash chips off of the top of the refrigerator. Say that again. It's Weird TV about the panties.
Yeah, they wanted to know your foretake on that.
So that day, I was in the kitchen. I think I was making my coffee. And I had came out to ask him a question. I didn't realize that he was on live. And that's when he turned around and looked at me and dropped them. And it was like, okay, you know, there's something really wrong here. Like, this is not okay.
Was he trying to embarrass you?
That's what I'm saying.
I really believe he was trying to embarrass me. Like, I still think he tries to embarrass me now about my skin cancer and stuff. But I work with the public. I'm in healthcare. I'm out the house and stuff.
And you're beautiful.
Right.
When he said that I didn't want to leave the house, no, I didn't want to leave the house with him because every time we left the house, I'll tell her. Every time we left the house and went somewhere, he started arguments with people. Oh, why are you looking at her for? All this, all that. It's like he would get mad when men looked at me. And my thing was he really wanted them to look at him.
Thank you, Diamond.
Is he Jamaican? Is he really Jamaican?
No. Okay. It was really embarrassing being out in public with him. Like, if y'all knew to the extent, like, he wasn't even allowed at my family's house. Do you know when I put him out, he took mine and Smurf's picture and went to my mother's house and said, this is who she left me for. My mother asked him, why do you have their pictures in your phone?
Yeah, that's weird, not gonna lie.
Like, and my mother's like, when did you take care of my daughter? My daughter had 6 kids. She's always had her own places. Like, if she needed anything, she got family. He said my family didn't want nothing to do with me. No. I would not go to the house when he was with me because they did not like him. They didn't want him nowhere around. It was times, so you know, I was raised a Jehovah's Witness. I'm the one. Tracy's the one that was raised Jehovah's Witness. So they had conventions. And like a month or so ago, my sister was talking to me and she said, you remember that time we went to the convention and he just kept calling your phone? When she said that, it triggered me because it was like, if you're not on the phone with him 24/7, you got to be doing something. I would be at work at Dollar General. Why you not answering your phone? He would show up to the job to see if I was talking to niggas. I was. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I was exploring my options till I found the person I'm with now. And actually, that person found me. And he remembered the day that he went to drop me off. And
yeah, they dropped y'all.
And the dude looked at me crazy. He said he knew then. So if you knew then, you should have said something.